Hey, what's up, guys? We are actually back less than 24 hours after the stainless review because we have an update for you. Well, I guess this is more of a lesson in consistency in how products should be sold in the American marketplace. So this is a moment for us all, a teaching moment, if you will. All right. Anyways, so here's the deal. OTR has been providing us with the stainless marker for, like I said, about 3 years, and everything I said in the video yesterday was true. Although somebody didn't notice that I mentioned 15 millimeter instead of 20 millimeter in one part of the video. That's why you guys are so good. You're correct. This is a 20 millimeter nib. So please put that in your memory banks. 20 millimeters. So enough about that. The reason why I'm reviewing it again is because we have the refills. And when Kate hit me up, she was like, hey, can you do a review on the sole tip? Because a customer has a question. So first thing I do is I grab a marker because, you know, that's the easiest way to do it. Little did I know is OTR in their refresh of the sole tip stainless, they changed the formula. And I mentioned that in the other video too, that they had changed the formulas as far as how they flow and how they cover. But they actually completely changed the stainless formula in the bottle. You notice how it's more brownish than what's on the marker. The marker is more a cooler tone, and this is more of a warmer tone. I don't know if that's translating in the video or not. So yes, it's not the same stuff. So if you were to buy a refill, you're not getting the same thing. Now, that doesn't mean they're bad. They're just different. And this actually flows better, much like the other new OTR stuff. So what I said earlier about adding stuff to it to give it to flow better, you probably won't have to do it with this as much, but I still like the original formula better. Thankfully, we have about 200 of these markers in stock. We also have about 200 of the minis, the 160 versions in stock as well too. So if you want to get one, make sure you grab one of the original ones before they sell out, because I don't know if we're actually gonna get these back in. So you might be at the tail end of something really beautiful. All right, regarding this, guys, Europeans, come on, please. Consistency is the key to success. That is why Starbucks is so good. That is why when I went to China and I got a drip coffee at Starbucks in China, it tastes exactly like the one that I got at Pike Place. Same exact way, the original Starbucks in Pike Place, by the way. So, you know, this is something I've learned over the years, you know, selling shit, is the customer expects a certain standard when you set it, and you have to maintain it throughout the production or improve on the product while maintaining the original look or design of the original product. So what they did here is they made something completely different, and they called it the same thing. This is not stainless. I would call this dirty bronze or something like that. It's dope color, don't get me wrong, I really like it. It's like it's definitely like a metallic bronze color, and I will be using it in my markers. But if you look at it closely, you can see that it's very much different than what's coming in the stainless marker originally. And by the way, I filled this, this is one of the ArtPrimo hit and go markers, and if it looks familiar to you, yes, it is the original 94 markers. Remember with the refillable back on them? Yeah, we got those, baby, but we got them empty. And we're so nice, we even put the little thing here to tell you which way to unscrew it, you know, because we think about these things. So that's pretty chill. So what we're gonna have to do, I guess, is we're gonna have to go use these side by side and see how they compare to each other. I think that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Let me get a drip of my Starbucks here. So that said, I gotta tell you guys, I'm gonna have to push back the train video to Friday. Because one, I have to do this today. Two, we have a very special guest coming on the show. She's gonna be calling in to give her half of the story. You might know of her as Roller Girl. Hopefully Clown will give us a call too, because, you know, everybody wants to know about the latest graffiti gossip. Everybody. Anyways, so let's get outside. Let's try out these markers. And oh, actually, you know what? Before I even do that, let me answer a couple YouTube questions that are on here. And also I want to mention what OTR has to say about the sole tips. So according to OTR, they said they did a few quality improvements of the paint and colors and have adjusted the formula according to new European industry standards and safety regulations, also known as the CLP, which is probably something like the cafe laws in California, which are overly burdensome regulations. So that's probably what's going on with that. They had to make some changes. I hope they can still make them in this style. Guys, this is your stainless. Call this something else. Anyway, so there were a few YouTube questions, so let me address those really quick on the YouTube page. Let's see. Someone asked to do a cap test on the German Outline 1. It was one David Beckham. The German Outline 1, he wants to know if it works on the Molotov Premium. It doesn't. The original German Outline 1 works on the original Krylons, the original Rust-Oleum with the female valves, domestic paint that has the wide valve, or European paint that has the wide valve. So it doesn't work on the Belton because it uses a narrower valve. You can use German Outline 2, German Outline 3, German Outline 4, or the universals on your Molotov paints. So I hope that helps you out, David. Let's see what the next questions are over here. I had some guys from New Zealand and Australia hitting us up. They were asking if we ship there. We do ship there, guys. We ship worldwide. I've shipped paint to Burma. I've shipped markers to Israel. I mean, I got friends all over the world, man. This is a global business, baby. People are doing graffiti worldwide. Anyway, let's see. There was another question I had on here. Someone had mentioned about the OTR Stainless that they thought that it was made to be silver and black to write on light and dark surfaces. Now, I don't recall them saying that. What it was is, the point of it is the color changed depending on how porous the surface was. So if you use the stainless, we're talking about original stainless, not the new ones. If you use this on paper, it comes out silver with the black halo. If you use it on a coated surface, it's going to be black with a silver sheen at one angle. What else do we got to say on here? How do you get markers in your shops? Ordered an OTR 7.0 from you guys. Don't regret getting it. Keep up the great advice, guys. Really looking forward to ordering more stuff. That was Husuedo. Cormac Dury says, these markers are one color on non-porous surfaces, another on porous. I don't remember which is which, but they usually come out dark chrome. Put it in a Mop 2, works better, flows better. He's absolutely correct. Just like I said earlier, someone wants to say about the Bikini Kill in the last video. F yeah, Bikini Kill's awesome, bless. And that was Cartman Frico Dorman. What's up, homie? I want to give you a shout out. Tommy Brockman, I love OTR products, but I've had this marker and it blows. If you actually write on shit other than paper or poster boards, incorrect, Tommy Brockman. If this works on a coated poster board, it'll also work on a dumpster. It'll also work on a painted door. It'll also work on a window. It'll also work on a street sign. It'll also work on a one of those those ending road things. It'll pretty much work on anything that's smooth. Will it work on a dumpster if it's covered in years worth of oily refuse? I don't know. We should go test that. But it will work on most painted smooth surfaces. So just so you know, Tommy Brockman. And like I said in the previous video, add some hard to buff to it and come back and talk to me and you will be redeemed. All right, so let's go outside. And I spent 8 minutes talking about this. Let's get out of here. All right, guys, we're outside and we're gonna do the first test on a raw piece of wood right here, so you'll get a nice idea of what the markers look like on a porous surface. Also, we got some really nice flat lighting outside today because it's overcast. It is Seattle. But the good thing is overcast lighting is some of the best of filming, so you can get a really good view on how different they look. Do you see that, guys? This is the original stainless. It's more of a cooler bluish chrome, where the new one is more of a bronzyish. And again, this is just personal preference, but this is stuff that you need to let your customers know about when you send it to them. I've had these for how long? I mean, as you can see, I don't use every product all the time, but I depend on my manufacturers to give me all the proper tools to help sell these products to you, because ultimately it benefits them. And it benefits the customer because they're more informed. And this goes for all the manufacturers, Molotov, On the Run, Montana, Crink, I mean, you name it. First of all, they all beef with each other, which is silly. Second of all, they're very protective, and they won't let me use one marker with another brand, and I think that's silly too, because Americans like choice. They like to see different things. They like to try stuff. Despite what Bernie Sanders says, 30 different brands of deodorant is awesome. So what we're gonna do is we'll do a couple tags with this, and you'll be able to see the difference. Okay, first up is the original stainless marker. And remember, I added some black to this, but that won't affect the way the marker writes other than the smoothness of the way it writes. And as you can see, with the black added, it is much more smooth. I'm gonna hit up rest. The original stainless. Oh man, my camera was too low. I missed that whole shot. Oh, God damn. Okay, I probably missed that whole freaking shot. Filming with the iPhone has got to be the most annoying shit sometimes. So anyways, I did the rest tag, and as expected, it has that classic OTR stainless look. Sorry you didn't get the whole shot of me doing the tag, but the end result is what matters, and you can see it. OTR Stainless version 1. Now let's do V2. V2. New formula. Guys, send me POP material to share to my customers with. Do you want me to sell your products or not? Let's do another tag. And this is with the ArtPrimo hit and go marker. And as you can see, already the marker is vastly different tone. Now, would you call that the same marker? No, I don't think you would call it the same marker. They're completely different. So, you know, we have no choice. This is sole tip according to OTR, but they should have called it dirty bronze or something like that. It's a dope color. It flows really sick, but it is not the same thing. Consistency, guys, consistency. You know, I don't care if they made it thinner so it flowed better. I don't care if they put more silver in it to make it shinier, but when you vastly change the tone of a product, you make it something completely different. So that's my beef with this, but it's still a great product, so definitely check it out. All right, so let's do a couple more tags just to see how it writes. All right, so someone wants to know if they write on dumpsters and whatnot. All right, so I am here squatting next to our dumpster in the trash zone, laying down in the filth for you guys. That's why I do it. I do it for you. All right, so let's see how they write. Now again, this stainless I modified yesterday by adding hard to buff to it, remember? Don't forget that. So, like I said before, out of the box, the original stainless was a little streaky. Just add some alcohol-based ink to it, and I think you'll find it to be much better. And oh look, it does write on a dumpster, despite what YouTube poster, I can't remember his name, said. So, like I said, bust a tag with the correct amount of consistency in the ink. So if you have one of these, buy some hard to buff. You'll get that flow you're looking for, okay guys? This is the new stuff right here. And let's see if, will that show up in the video? Yeah, I think that will. And this is the new formula, undiluted out of the box. And as you see, it handles a marker quite well. Sorry, this is a streaker that I wrote over, so it's kind of dragging on it. We're testing some new streaker formulas. You'll find out soon enough. You know, out of the box flowing. I think you guys will not be disappointed by the new formula. I personally don't like it when people switch their shit up. So they should have called it something else. They could have kept both original stainless and stainless version 2. I don't know what to call it, but it's they both flow great once you get things going. Just takes a little work with the original and right out of the box with the old one. All right, enough blabbing. Let's do a couple more tags up here. Original stainless. And the new stainless. As you can see, they are vastly different. Vastly. So OTR, you got some splaining to do. All right, one of the things that the new stainless is said to really excel in is in mops. So I got here an ArtPrimo drip mop, the classic original. One thing to note is our mops are used high quality North American plastics. You don't realize this, but that makes a big difference. That's why our drip mops are much more durable. So we'll go ahead and fill this bad boy up without a funnel. Hopefully I don't make a mess like I normally do. Will I do it? Will I be a clean boy today? Hope so. There you go, get in there. Awesome. All right, so we have this bad boy filled with the new formula, and we'll get this guy prepped and we'll go do a couple tags. All right, we got this sick little board here. Let's do a couple quick tags. That's my new name, Phil Coolins. We'll play on words there. Do a skate tag. R.I.P. Skate. Big Skate 1. Rest in heaven, baby. Rest in heaven. All right, let's see if I got any more room. Maybe I'll just do another skate tag, because I don't think that one popped up in there. If you kids don't know who Skate is, look him up. He is a legend. His legend will live on. Skate 1 CBS crew. His life was taken much too young of an age. He should be working for Disney now. But that's just the way it goes in life sometimes, guys. That's just the way it goes. All right. I think I'm a big fan of this in a mop, guys. Honestly, I think mop markers are kind of my specialty, I guess. But this, oh God, I love it. Guys, I love it. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's close out the video. Thanks for watching. This is this is our update, part 2 of the video. But definitely check us out on YouTube again. Be sure to leave comments. As you see, I respond to them because I value what you guys have to say. This is all graffiti. We're all in this together. So let's all bubble up, right? You guys do murals. You get paid to do murals. I'll give you good discounts on paint. You help me, I help you. We spread graffiti all over the world. All right, so this is it. ArtPrimo.com, 206-365-4083. Peace.